Good afternoon. My name is Kathleen Haney. I'm with the Michigan Department of Education. I'm the foster care consultant, and I'm here with Erin Reed, who is a senior trainer with Star Commonwealth, and she will be sharing mindfulness practice for emotional regulation today for us. We will have further directions for you in regards to questions and contact information following Erin's presentation. And with that, I'll hand it to Erin.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. It's really a great honor to be here. I work for Star Commonwealth. I'm a senior trainer, and I'm really excited to share this content around mindfulness practice and how it supports young people and adults with emotional regulation, which is becoming more and more crucial to make sure that we're explicitly offering practices that really build this pattern within young people and within adults as well. So just to start off by telling you a little bit more about Star Commonwealth, I'm really very honored to be a senior trainer and represent Star in many ways. We may be most well known for having a residential treatment program for over 113 years, but really more and more of our work is within our communities, working with families and professionals, creating interventions and basically prevention to be able to enrich trauma-informed, resilience-based programs. And we deeply, deeply believe and strive every day to create powerful and positive experiences to heal where all people can thrive. So just to tell you a little bit of our history, we started off 160 years ago with the work of Floyd Starr, always with the deep, deep belief that there's no such thing as a bad child. And really, I carry that forth to believe in the goodness of all beings. And we do a lot to identify and assess the impacts of toxic stress and trauma on children and design and implement interventions that build resilience, heal pain, and create new pathways for success and opportunity. And then once we know something works, we are so excited to share it with the world. And that's exactly what I'm here to do today, is share the benefits of mindfulness practice and exactly how you could implement that with the young people that you work with. I stand on the shoulders of hundreds of years of working with youth and sharing our expertise outside of our organization for over 30 years with social workers, counselors, teachers, schools, organizations, and families. It's really great to have the reach across Michigan, and we're super excited to get to share this on behalf of Michigan Department of Education today. And we also get to work all over the country and see how this work comes to life in all 50 states, 60 countries, and 6 continents. So our hashtag is Driven to Heal. So if you want to connect with us and you're savvy to that social media hashtagging, that is a great way to do that. Okay. So to get into the meat of the content here, I want to begin actually by offering a very short mindfulness practice just to get us grounded, and so we can really enter into taking this content on from a place of having direct experience. Maybe you've never practiced mindfulness before, and you're just curious and tuning in to find out more, so you can have a direct experience of your own of what mindfulness is like for you. And then maybe you've practiced mindfulness many times, but the way that we'll do this practice is a way that you could use to begin a staff meeting, or you could use to begin a virtual classroom, or you could use in any way that serves you. So I just wanted to offer that direct experience to you just to begin. So we'll just begin by having you put your feet flat on the floor, wherever you are. If you're sitting in a chair, you just connect your feet flat to the floor. If you happen to be sitting on the ground, you can just nestle your sit bones down into the ground. But wherever you're sitting, just invite your spine to be straight and tall. And I'm just going to share with you a sound to help get you grounded into the here and now. So once you find this mindful posture with your feet on the floor and your back straight and tall, you can choose to close your eyes or focus your gaze on one unmoving point. And I'm just going to invite you to listen to the sound of the bell until you can't hear it anymore. And as the sound of the bell fades away, start to move your attention to your body breathing. Just noticing how your body breathes. No need to change it, but just resting all of your awareness on breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you even begin to say in your mind, breathing in and breathing out. Just allowing all of your attention to rest on your body breathing. And if you notice your mind wander, it's okay. Just gently return your attention to breathing in and breathing out. And then just connecting your hand to your heart for just a moment. Allowing yourself to become present to how you feel right now. What emotion is on top for you right now? No need to tell a story about it or justify why you feel the way you do. Just see if you can use one word or maybe two words to name your emotions. And then when you feel ready, gently blinking your eyes open and letting your hands rest in your lap, taking any movements your body might be needing, and just settling back into a comfortable posture. So just to tell you a little bit about that practice, what happened there, the process for it, is we came into mindful posture, which is a really important component for setting up a mindfulness practice, telling your body it's time to pay attention. And then we paid attention to our breath and just feeling our bodies breathe. And then we paid attention to emotions. So in the words of our famous dear Mr. Rogers, feelings are mentionable and manageable. So part of the practice we did right there to name our emotion is a really big part of emotional regulation. Being able to know how you feel in the present moment, no need to know why. There might not need to be a reason why you feel the way you do, but just noticing and naming your feelings in turn really makes those feelings manageable. There's quite a lot of research available around even that space that's created by saying, wow, my body feels really expansive and relaxed. I'm happy, I'm content. That moment brings about a moment of choice. Same thing for an emotion that might be more difficult for young people to deal with. Wow, my heart is racing. My face feels really hot and tired. I'm angry. I'm tense, right? I'm angry. And being able to do that as a practice actually gives you space to be able to make a choice of how you want to handle that emotion. And we'll talk more about this. But that was the introductory practice, right? Coming into our bodies in mindful posture, paying attention and becoming present to our breath, and then becoming present to our emotions. So let's talk for a minute about what is mindfulness. Let's just begin at the beginning. So, normally I ask kids this question all the time, what is mindfulness? And they generally have a pretty good idea. It means paying attention. It means being kind. It means being present, right? And all of those things are true. So we'll use this definition that really is rooted in the work of John Kabat-Zinn to guide us through this training and through what's always guided my understanding of mindfulness. It's paying attention on purpose, right, to thoughts, emotions, physical body sensations, or your surrounding environment. And then this is so important, without judgment. So it's paying attention to those things in a way of equanimity, where you are not saying that's good or bad or right or wrong, but you're just not judging it. The other piece is that in mindfulness practice, we include the intentional nurturing of positive states of mind, such as kindness and compassion. So really, we can be mindful of anything, right? Anything that's happening in the present moment, whether we're listening or seeing or you're breathing or your body. You could pay attention to movement or to gratitude. Whatever it is just being present on purpose in the here and now without judging it. Okay, so that's my definition, but I find this video, so I'm going to share this little video with you about why mindfulness is a superpower and what it is, and maybe can help you give you a deeper understanding of that. Plus, it's always fun to hear from a hedgehog about mindfulness.
You may have heard this word mindfulness. It's become something of a buzz phrase of late. I'm going to give you one simple, serviceable definition, which is this. Mindfulness is the ability to know what's happening in your head at any given moment without getting carried away by it. Imagine how useful this could be. Just as an example, driving down the road and somebody cuts you off in traffic. How do you normally react? I think most of us, we normally react by having a thought, which is, I'm pissed. And then what happens next? You immediately, habitually, reflexively inhabit that thought. You actually become pissed. There's no buffer between the stimulus and your reaction. With just a little bit of mindfulness, in that same situation, you might notice my chest is buzzing, my ears are turning red, I'm having a starburst of self-righteous thoughts, I'm getting angry. But you don't necessarily have to act on it and chase that person down the road, screaming at them with your kids in the back of the car thinking you've gone nuts. Now, you might be thinking, don't I need to get angry sometimes? Aren't I justified? I would say yes, but probably not as much as you think. The proposition here is not that you should be rendered by mindfulness into some lifeless, non-judgmental blob. The proposition is that you should learn how to respond wisely to things that happen to you, rather than just reacting blindly. And that, my friends, is a superpower. How do you get it? The way to get it is through meditation. I believe that meditation and mindfulness are the next big public health revolution. In the 1940s, if you told somebody you were going running, they would have said, who's chasing you? But then what happened next? The scientists swooped in, they showed that physical exercise is really good for you, and now all of us do it, and if we don't, we feel guilty about it. And that's where I think we're headed with mindfulness and meditation. It's going to join the pantheon of no-brainers like brushing your teeth, eating well, and taking the meds your doctor prescribed for you. Let me just close by saying, mindfulness is not going to solve all of your problems. It's not going to render your life a nonstop parade of unicorns and rainbows. Nonetheless, this is a superpower, and one that is accessible by you immediately.
So I just love that. I think it's really important to realize what you saw right there with the hedgehog, how, you know, and this happens to all of us, and this has definitely been my journey with mindfulness practice as well, is that things would come up, I'd feel angry and I'd be overwhelmed by that emotion, and then I would just react to it blindly and then regret what I had done, and then have to come back and clean it all up and fix it from there. And I really just was getting pushed around by my emotions. So through mindfulness practice is really how we develop emotional regulation, creating that space to make a choice, which is deeply, deeply empowering as well. So it's important to know what mindfulness is, but it's also important to know what it is not. So it is important to know when you're working with young people, it is not a disciplinary tactic. It is certainly not meant to make children be quiet and still and, be rendered into that lifeless blob. The second a student or a young person gets the idea that someone's trying to be coercive or use this as a way to discipline, it really falls apart. So we definitely never use mindfulness as a space to punish or discipline someone that is younger than us and someone we're trying to guide to understand the practice. And it's certainly not only calmness and happiness. So this is a perfect example of this is my 16-year-old son. He'll often tease me because he knows that I'm a mindfulness practitioner and I practice meditation. And, he'll see me get angry and he'll say, Mom, that's not very mindful of you. And I have to remind him, it's not that I'm only going to be aware of when I'm calm and when I'm happy, it's that I'm going to be aware when I'm angry too. So that's why, it doesn't render your life a nonstop parade of unicorns and rainbows. You're still going to feel the range of human emotion. It's just that you are going to be present to it and empowered to choose how you want to deal or cope with it and regulate that emotion. So again, it's not a silver bullet for everything that ails. It will not take away trauma. It will not take away stress. It is a tool for dealing with trauma and stress. It's a tool for integrating the mind and the body so that we can make choices about how to regulate. And this is one that comes up all the time. People tell me I'm bad at mindfulness. I just think and think and think, and I sit down and my mind races. And actually, you're not bad at mindfulness if your brain is thinking. You sit down and notice thoughts, then you are practicing mindfulness of thoughts, right? So your brain is made to think. And so when you sit down and notice, oh, wow, I'm thinking, and you observe your thoughts, right? Then you're practicing mindfulness. So it's certainly not meant to make your mind blank and take away your thoughts. It's meant to give you space to observe your thoughts. I love the analogy of mindfulness practice of thought is kind of like you're watching the sky and your mind is the sky and every cloud that passes through is a thought, right? And you're just witnessing. So it's stepping into this space of witnessing thoughts and with curiosity, right? So without judgment. So even anything that comes up, we aren't judging it. Oh, there's a thought. Oh, I'm planning. Oh, I'm remembering. And you're just noticing. Oh, and this comes up too. So it is not religious. Mindfulness has passed the 3-pronged test actually from the Supreme Court that shows that it is not a religious practice. So the program has a secular purpose, right? So the purpose of emotional regulation and developing the social and emotional skills of young people. The program's primary effect is not to advance or inhibit any religion. People of many different religions practice mindfulness. You can be a Christian and practice mindfulness. You could be Muslim and practice mindfulness. And we're not trying to put any religion with mindfulness at all. And it doesn't entangle with the government and with religion. So, or like a school building. And so you are really safe to be able to share this in a way that's secular and serves multiple religious traditions. So just a little history of mindfulness practice, even though it can be traced back thousands of years to ancient practices and traditions, we're really working off of mindfulness-based interventions that have 30 or more years of research and development, right? Beginning with Jon Kabat-Zinn in his clinic using mindfulness-based stress reduction, which was used in healthcare to be at the University of Massachusetts to be able to reduce chronic pain or the experience of pain in chronic pain patients. So the data and the research has grown exponentially, whereas in 1983, there were only 3 peer-reviewed studies of mindfulness meditation, but by 2013, there was over 1,300. So early on, we're really focusing on the reduction of stress and anxiety and managing chronic pain. But now it really focuses more on the neurobiological impact. So in 2011, Harvard neurobiologist Britta Holzel and her colleagues found that a standard 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction course resulted in significant increases in the gray matter concentration of brain regions. So this is involved in learning and memory and process, emotional regulation, self-referential process, and perspective taking. So this is actually one of the areas of the brain that is often impacted by the experience of toxic stress and trauma. Just as I said, that we aren't really going to be able to take away those experiences that cause traumatic reactions, but we will be able to put a practice in place that helps to rebuild the brain and create new connections in the brain that are harmed from things like stress or trauma. So moving then from that first frontier of healthcare with mindfulness-based stress reduction, then you see mindfulness kind of expand into mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. And so this was used in conjunction with talk therapy, and research began to show that it had a strong impact on people who had been clinically depressed and have it reoccur more than 3 times. So it really considerably reduced the chances that depression would return in that clinical way. Again, through the use of mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. And then finally, you start to see that mindfulness has become really a big part of education. You can see some sporadic programming with mindfulness-based stress reduction in education around the 90s. But now about mid-2000s, you start to see mindfulness practice focus on teaching teachers how to practice mindfulness, because it doubles as self-care and wellness and a really powerful resiliency tool. So this is where we are now, and it's been a real honor for me through my work at STAR to get to work with many teachers to try to help train them to create mindfulness routines and rituals within their classroom so that they can access and build those parts of their students' brains that they really need to be able to access. So looking at it in terms of how we also support educators with mindfulness practice, educator burnout, right? At one point we had 50% of educators leave the profession within 5 years. And I can't imagine in the current state of the way things are that's even reduced at all. In fact, I think it's probably increasing. So we really want to be able to help my educators feel cared for, be able to regulate their emotions and navigate stress. So supporting that educator burnout, and then by helping kids become learning ready. So just as we were talking about the toxic stress directly impacting the way that the kids' brains work, and then mindfulness being a tool to really access that part of their brain in the way that we need to access so that they're ready to learn. And then also just the way that the world has worked. I mean, I often walk into my own son's bedroom and see, oh, he's got a TV on, he's looking at the computer, and he's got his phone. That the cultural forces that erode our attention, and maybe even that's happening to you as an adult. I'm someone who has to really put my phone somewhere at certain times if I'm trying to get something done, if I'm being distracted by it. So we are seeing a reduction in attention spans, and mindfulness is a tool that directly builds up attention. So these benefits, these cognitive outcomes, the better focus and concentration, the social emotional skills that we gain from mindfulness for emotional regulation, and then also building compassion in our young people really intentionally. I don't know about you, but for me, I am way more concerned about the social skills of our young people than maybe having them pass a standardized test, right? If you can be a compassionate person, which means that you can be present to your own needs and well-being, and then also take action to do that for other people, that's moving toward creating the kind of young people that we really want to be able to see in the future and have inherit the world. And then just the general well-being of mindfulness practitioners experiencing decreased stress, anxiety, and depression. So really, the benefits of mindfulness are so vast, and really we need no materials to do it, just some support for teachers and educators and social workers to be able to guide children through these practices. So I wanted to share a little bit more about the neuroscience, because this is actually an important thing to share with the young people that you're guiding, because young people want to know why. Why are you asking me to get into this mindful posture? Why are you asking me to come inward? Why are you asking me to pay attention to my breath or this sound? And the reason is because we are really working out that attention pain muscle, right? So it's a user's guide to your brain, right? So I'm always asking kids, do adults ever ask you to focus? And they all say yes, yes they do. And do we ever teach you how? And they all kind of look puzzled and say no. Well, in mindfulness, I'm really teaching you how to focus, right? We're not all gonna just know how to do that, depending on our own direct experience and history, or even what's happening right now in the here and now, we may not be able to pay attention. So mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, right, to what's happening right now. And when we are practicing that, we're getting better at it. So in the same way that if you wanted to build some muscles, you might go lift weights, right? Or if you wanted to run faster, you would practice running so you could go faster. Well, in mindfulness, we practice paying attention, right? So that we are able to really build those pathways in our brain, and it becomes automatic that when we want to focus on something, we can. So the user's guide to the brain. So it's important for young people to know about 3 parts of their brain. Okay, so I'm going to use an analogy that we use at STAR all the time. And this is from the brilliant work of Dr. Shailin Soma, who has done a lot with mind-body skills. So I'm going to back up for just a second. So the tiger part of the brain. So I'm going to use my hand as well as another way to help conceptualize this for you. And this is, you can watch these kinds of videos from Dan Siegel as well, who's done a lot of work with child development. So another resource there for you. So the hand represents my deep brain, right? My deep ancient reptilian brain that was developed in utero really early on, okay? And that's the tiger part of my brain. So that's related to sensations in my body, the way that I'm affected by those sensations, and then over time that's stored in your hippocampus to create a memory, okay? And when big, overwhelming negative things happen, or overwhelming sensations in your body happen, right? It's stored more directly to your memory because it's a survival mechanism. You need to remember how you got out of that, okay? So you'll remember the day that you were walking down a path and a snake came across your path, and what happened in your brain and body will be really thickly stored into your memory, right? Far more than all the sunny days you walked down that path and didn't see a snake, okay? Because you had to remember, how did I get away from that snake? What happened, right? So the reason we use a tiger to talk about this deep part of our brains is because when everything's going well and we're regulating in our sensations, right? And we feel safe, we're able to just eat and sleep. If you think of what a tiger does when he feels relaxed, he lays in the sun, he or she lays in the sun, right? Plays maybe, and they're definitely able to just rest and digest their food, okay? So there's another part of our brain, so represented by my thumb here, and this is called your amygdala, okay? Your amygdala is like your internal smoke detector. And we talk about this as being like a meerkat. So if you've ever gone to the zoo and seen a pack of meerkats, right, there's always one looking around, trying to keep the whole pack safe. And that's exactly what your amygdala is doing, right? It's looking around saying, am I safe? Am I safe, right? And the thing is, as soon as if the meerkat says it's safe, the tiger is sleeping, it's playing, it's eating, right? But as soon as that meerkat says, it's not safe, a tiger would get ready to run or to fight, right? So those are the parts of your deep brain. So same as fight or flight, right? So as soon as that amygdala in your brain says, it's not safe, it's related to this whole body reaction. Okay, get your muscles tense, your heart rate up, start sending adrenaline so you can run. And then if you can't get away, you're gonna turn and fight, right? And many of our students run in a loop like that, right? They haven't been able to have anything to help emotionally regulate, right? So they aren't able, right, to ever feel safe, right? And knowing trauma and toxic stress are a subjective experience, right? It's perspective. So what feels safe for me might not feel safe to you. Your amygdala might be firing off in a situation where I'm sitting next to you, not having that experience. But it's based on that dance that's been happening in your deep brain your whole life. And then there's the part that as educators, we're always trying to access, right? So this is the prefrontal cortex, the thinking brain. And we use an owl to represent this part of the brain because when the meerkat says it's safe, right? And we've got the owl present, ready to learn, ready to process, ready to understand other people's emotions, able to make good choices, able to follow multi-step directions, right? But as you can probably guess, as soon as that meerkat or that amygdala says it's not safe, you lose access, right? So that part of the brain isn't even available to us anymore. And that's exactly that wise thinking owl part of the brain is the part of the brain we're always trying to access in education. So it's really important to know about these three parts of your brain, because in a mindfulness practice, when you're becoming present to the here and now, even if you're having an experience of, oh my gosh, I'm scared, my muscles are tense, my heart is racing, right? The moment where you're able to even acknowledge and say, oh my gosh, that's what it feels like in my body, and access the language center in your brain to say, I'm afraid. Now you have an integrated brain and body, right? So you've reintegrated and become present to what's happening in the here and now. And now, through this space of an integrated brain, you can decide what to do with it. And that's the emotional regulation piece, okay? And so it's really cool to even hear, young people say, oh my gosh, Miss Erin, my owl flew away, but I took a couple deep breaths and became present, and I brought it back. And then I was able to decide what to do with my anger or my sadness, right? And so this comes over time of practicing mindfulness as a ritual, right? It can't happen in the moment of fear. It happens as when a regular practice is in place. So my best direct experience of this is, when I knew, okay, this is real in my life. And I think being a mom has got to be my best teacher. Like, out of all of my educational background and career learning, being a mom has been one of my greatest teachers. There was a situation where, I was about, 3 years ago, and Jackson and I, my son, were disagreeing about something. And, what had gone down was pretty dangerous. So I was feeling, my amygdala was firing off, my meerkat head was saying, this doesn't feel safe. He had made a choice that I felt was unsafe. And if any parents out there can understand that when you're afraid for your child, right, it becomes a big full body experience. And at this time, I had been practicing mindfulness for, I would say under a year on a regular basis. And I'm not actually known for being very calm. I'm kind of an excited person. I have a temper. I'm very passionate. And so that has affected me in my life. And so in this moment where I'm afraid for the choice Jackson's making, he's arguing with me about why it's the right choice, I found myself in this space where I could literally feel everything come back together and go, wow, what's actually happening for you is you're scared, right? And you're not communicating well. And I knew in that moment that this conversation just needed a break, right? So I just said, can I have a minute? And we'll come back and talk about it again later when we're ready, when we're integrated, right? And I just think about how much that situation could have gone differently had I just been arguing my point, being pushed around by my fear. And we were able to come back together and have some compassion and understanding for one another. And that's become a regular norm in our relationship. So being able to practice this as an adult is probably your very first best entry into the practice. Young people want to know that you're not just telling them to do something, but that you're actually living it out yourself. And in that moment, knowing that, that improved my relationship with my son, probably the most important relationship I have in my life. So it's truly a tool that serves both adults and children. So just another way to look at it, right? Just to keep it in that user's guide for the brain for just another moment, right? That deep sensory brain where your senses are housed, where your memory is housed, where your affect is housed. And that's a beautiful dance. A sensation comes in, the way that your affect, the way that you cope with it, right, creates a memory and a pattern. And that can either lead to emotional regulation or dysregulation, right? If I am constantly, every single time I get scared and my heart starts to beat fast and my muscles tense, and the way that I deal with it is running away or fighting, that could be the emotional dysregulation pattern that's been developed. And young people who have grown up in toxic stress and trauma could be definitely creating that kind of pattern, right? So we're looking for some space to be able to create new patterns so that sensation, affect, and memory is doing a different dance, right? A dance of regulation rather than dysregulation. And keeping in mind too, that young people are always impacted by the neurobiology of the adults that they're around. So if they are feeling within an adult that that dance is out of regulation, then they are just mimicking and copying that. So that's why starting with your own practice is probably the most powerful thing you could do if you're wanting to guide and lead this for young people. And then keeping in mind what you're calling back when your owl flies back and you're integrating your brain by becoming present is your language center of your brain, your ability to reason, think, understand, and process. Okay, so really key to learning, really key to having healthy relationships, and really key to having a whole life of well-being. So just keeping in mind, stressed brains can't learn. If my owl is always gone and flying away, I will not be able to learn. So teaching mindfulness gives young people strategies to reintegrate the sensory and thinking parts of their brains so they can access the area of their brain that governs the thinking process and ultimately helping them be ready to learn. So this is our deep, deep why, right? Why would we set this up as a ritual every day? Why would we practice for ourselves? It's because we're really building those pathways for learning and for connection and for compassion within the brain. So just to be really crystal clear as we define emotional regulation, it's the development of the ability to maintain a well-regulated emotional state and to cope with everyday stress. I'm going to move this over so you can see. Right? So being able to say, okay, I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling a little bit of that activation, right? How do I cope with it? Is it a couple deep breaths? Is it taking a run around the block? You know, whatever it might be, but a way to cope with everything that comes across your plate. And then emotional regulation is also the ability to differentiate between emotions and body sensations. Right? So what does this feel like in my body? And then naming it with the language center in my brain. And then also the ability to notice the sensation, even if you don't know why, and then be able to manage it. So you might have noticed this more, or when we began today, I said, no need to tell a story about the emotion. You don't have to know why you feel the way you feel. You just have to be able to connect the physical sensation to the emotion and then find a way to manage it. And this is the key, right? It doesn't just happen. This is something that kids are taught and co-regulated, right? So in that interpersonal dance of biology, right? So if I'm in a home with my caregiver and my caregiver is very dysregulated, right? Constantly just reacting blindly to their own emotions and not coping in a healthy way, then I am probably going to mimic that, right? So I'm going to do that same dysregulated dance. However, if my caregiver is regulated and we are practicing together, right, then I will be able to eventually regulate myself. Okay, so an example of this, I used to work with a student who really struggled. He didn't have a lot of language. Owl was flying away quite a lot, and he was having regular like crying outbursts in his classroom, just really emotional, just really falling apart, falling down on the ground, which was developmentally his age, but chronologically he was older than that. And so what we did is we just created a time where he struggled the most in his day, and I would meet him and we would sit together and practice some mindfulness practices using a visual sensory tool to help him. And we co-regulated together at the same time every single day. Well then, and we used a glitter jar as our sensory tool to help him see how his emotions could be all shook up and then how they could settle down. So over time, what happened, and I would help talk to him about the sensations in his body when he was, you know, how are you feeling right now? What does that feel like in your body? And then we would shake up the jar and then breathe as it settled down. Okay. So we did that as a regular practice, whether he was happy and regulated in that moment or whether he was dysregulated. So we did it over the course of about 3 months, meeting pretty regularly. And then his teacher sends me a picture of him just having the jar in his comfort corner in his classroom, and he's just doing it by himself. So that's one of the really great examples of emotional regulation from co-regulated patterns. So this is a really helpful visual to be able to understand how regulation works and how the connection between your body and your brain. So looking right here, most of us, emotional regulation, I don't want to say most of us because that's not real data, but much of the time if we're regulated, we're running on this wavy line where my cursor is. We're in the present moment, we're feeling safe, we're connected, we're oriented to our environment, we're able to be grounded, which just means present to the here and now, and we're open and curious. And so in this platform, this neural platform, and ventral vagal here just means this is what's happening from the waist up, right? So when I'm present, when I'm connected in that way, my whole body is able to digest food. You have an increased immune system. You are able to rest and recuperate. Your circulation to your skin and your extremities is good. Oxytocin is flowing, and oxytocin is actually the chemical of trust when you're connected. And you're able to relate and connect, right? So all of the defensive responses are decreased. Now the second are sympathetic, that tiger is starting to rev up and get activated in the deep brain, maybe because of an experience of fear or worry or anger, whatever that is, you're coming into a whole new body response, right? So your blood pressure increases, your heart increases, your fuel availability increases, adrenaline shoots up, circulation increases so that you can get ready to move, fight, or to run. Your blood will clot faster and your pupil sizes increase. But right away, what goes down? Your ability to store fuel, your ability to digest. You might have noticed if you've ever been cut off in traffic or been scared for a moment that your mouth becomes really dry and you're unable to relate. So getting cut off in traffic is a great one. If you think about that moment of fear, right? You're unable to relate. You're not thinking about how to be compassionate for the driver who just cut you off. You're completely just in your body, right? Ready to survive. So it's in this state of I can. So I can get out of it through a flight mechanism, or I can fight, right, to get out of it. And that happens, throughout every single daily stresses, right? Even just prepping to do this training, right? We're having a little technical difficulties, and you can feel a little bit of worry, a little bit of concern coming up, and then what's happening to bring you back into the present moment. So even if you have that experience of getting cut off in traffic, and then you finally get to your destination and you tell someone, you connect with someone there, right? And you tell them what happened, maybe you get a drink of water, you take a couple of deep breaths, and you realize that you're back in your social engagement network, you're ready to be integrated and move forward, right? But young people, or any person really, who's experiencing toxic stress, trauma, it's ongoing. So they might hang out in this bigger loop. They might be not ever dipping back down into that social engagement, right? And that's the beauty of mindfulness, is when we're offering these experiences to young people, we're bringing them into that experience, which might be the very first time in their life they've ever had it, to come into the present moment, right? To orient to the environment, to connect, right? To feel open, to feel curious. So if I'm running this big, huge curve, right, living in toxic stress or trauma, over time that can become really exhausting. And I might end up into a space of dorsal vagal shutdown, which is just meaning from your waist down. And you'll notice with this neural platform, it has the emotions of depression or helplessness, disassociation from your body, feeling shut down, the experience of shame, right? Being trapped, right? So this is moving from I can fight or run to I have no energy, I can't, I'm overwhelmed, right? And in our bodies in this neural platform, your fuel storage will increase, your insulin activity increases, endorphins are flowing to help as an analgesic effect to numb. And your heart rate decreases, your muscle tone decreases, you can decrease temperature. You might notice in someone who's in a dorsal vagal shutdown state, a flat affect. So really that, and like a decrease in moving away from social behavior, a decreased immune response, right? So if this curve is happening in this way, and this is the experience of trauma or toxic stress, the experience of a mindfulness practice is the thing that helps us start to build pathways to be more connected in the neural platform of the social engagement network, which is also called the vagus nerve. And if you're curious about more about that, we have a lot of courses and a lot of content around understanding polyvagal theory to help take a deeper dive into this if any of you are interested. Okay, so this is the formula. Awareness, right, which is mindfulness, right? Being aware in the here and now, plus a practice equals self-regulation, right? We want to keep in awareness. I'm aware, I'm feeling this way. I'm building awareness of that. I have a practice to come back to the here and now. And over time, I'll be able to do it by myself. You might want to add a little thought on co-regulation there too, right? So kids and young people, especially ones who have had these experiences of trauma and toxic stress, are going to need a lot of co-regulation before they come to self-regulation. Okay, so I want to just share with you just this graphic here, right? So mindfulness, right? Without mindfulness, a stimulus happens and the reaction's right next to it. It's already happening, right? I already ran away. I already punched someone before I even paused, right? Let's see. It forwarded itself. But with mindfulness, something happens. There's a practice in place, and then I can create a thoughtful response. Right. And I think that, you know, we hear this with young people all the time, right? It's just, I don't know, it just happened. He's already at level 10 before I even know what's happening. So with a mindfulness practice, what we're doing is trying to create some space for that young person to become aware and choose how they want to handle their emotions. So I have this beautiful short video I want to share with you. Kids talking about handling difficult emotions with mindfulness. It's called Just Breathe. And it is just a really cool way to have kids explain in their own words how mindfulness has been a part of their own emotional regulation process. And just pay some keen attention to as well how the kids talk about their bodies and their own awarenesses in this video.
I get really mad when my brother hits me a lot. I don't like it when you say you don't want to play with me. When I'm mad, my brain can get a headache and it can start hurting. Your blood keeps pumping because you're like really mad. And you start to get sweaty because you're getting really, really mad. And then when you start getting really mad, you turn red. When your body can't really control yourself, mad just takes over your body. I just get out of control. It's kind of like if you had a jar and then the jar would be your brain and then you put glitter in the jar and that would be how you would feel like. If you shook up the jar and the glitter went everywhere, that would be how your mind looks. And it's like spinning around and then you don't have any time to think. And you sometimes punch stuff and people when you don't really mean it. When I get angry, I feel it in my heart. I really don't like when I get angry. The amygdala really reacts, but the prefrontal cortex tries to keep it down. When I feel like I want to, get really angry and yell, I just sometimes, take deep breaths. First you find a place where you can be alone, then you find some way to relax and calm down. When I need to calm down, I take deep breaths. I breathe in through my nose. Sometimes I close my eyes or just take deep breaths. It's coming down, it's not moving. It's slowing down and then it stops. And the heart pumps slow and then it goes into your brain. It's like all the sparkles are at the bottom of your brain. My brain like slows down, and then like I feel more calm, and then I'm like ready to speak to that person.
Okay. I always feel really calm when I watch that video. I've seen it many, many times, and it still just has the, we can feel that interpersonal biology dance as the kids start to calm down, and watching the people calm and take a moment, it just starts to even impact me as I watch the video. So I've shared a lot about our why we might want to be inserting a mindfulness practice into our work and our lives with children. So I want to share a little bit about how. So setting up the ritual, right? So a ritual is just a routine, but when you add meaning and connection to it, it becomes a ritual, right? So you could do that even with brushing your teeth, right? If I started adding a practice around, oh, I'm brushing my teeth, that's just a routine, I have to do it every day. Oh, but as I brush my teeth, I'm going to set my intentions for the day, or whatever that might be. So it's similar with mindfulness, right? We want to set up a ritual. So the three key components, really there's two that are key and one that's optional, that I've had a lot of success with as I'm working with teachers in classrooms and adults who want to be able to guide young people in the practice, is the mindful body posture, right? So you can see in this picture, these kids are on the floor, back straight and tall. I always leave an option. So it's very important that our language is invitational, so it's clear that this is not coercive or disciplinary, because it might not feel safe to some kids to close their eyes. Okay, so if that smoke alarm, if that meerkat's always looking around, taking that away can feel really scary, right? So it's an option, either closing your eyes or focusing your gaze on one spot in your environment. Okay, and the posture is, really not rigid, just open. I always tell kids, because sometimes I'll say, okay, make your back straight and tall, and they clench into it. And I want, them to feel, I want to make space for them to feel their breath, right? So back straight and tall, and just relaxing your shoulders so you can feel your body breathing. And then I did use a sound. I do find it really helpful to use sound with young people. The beautiful singing bowls aren't necessary, although I feel really grateful to have mine. Something as similar as a little bell like this. Okay, so once we find our mindful posture, and then listen to the bell till we can't hear it anymore, and then guiding the practice, right? I have found breathing to be in different types of breathing, to be in different ways to guide breathing, to be the one that kids tell me that they're able to pull out of their own toolbox the most, right? And it's the coolest thing, because they don't need anything for it, right? Like, the little girl in the beginning, I get really mad when my brother hits me. Yeah, and when you're feeling that upset and mad, right, your breath is always right there for you. Right? It's in your body, it lives with you. So the breathing practice is always a really great one to make sure is really a huge part of your ritual. So just setting it up like that. Mindful, over time, you don't have to say much at all. If you've really contexted, here's the posture and why. Let's listen to the sound, right? And then breathing. Also, for the virtual world, or for, in any capacity, there are many different applications where you can get a bell tone that's digital on your phone or on your computer. So keep that in mind as well. So what I want to do is I just want to show you, before I move on, then it's debriefing after the practice, right? So a really important thing to remember is that it all gets to be here in mindfulness, right? Even if a student tells me, gosh, that was really hard, right? I'm really just helping them notice it. What did you notice about your body when that was hard? Did you feel uncomfortable? Where did you feel that? Did your attention wander? Where did it go, right? Was it comfortable or uncomfortable today, right? And what emotions did you notice? So having a practice response debrief, right? So if we were all together live, you know, in the beginning, I would have asked all of you those questions too. What did you notice, right? Where did your attention go? So curiosity is the cornerstone of empathy, right? And when we're practicing this awareness for ourselves, really being curious, what happened today in your practice? And really just giving the students and young people a space to process that together. So this is a really cool, just 1-minute video of how a middle school teacher set up this type of ritual. I just want to share it with you because she's contexted it enough and had her students practice enough where even for this very short part of their school day, they're getting so much out of it. So I just want to be able to bring to life the setting up of the ritual.
Hello. Hello. I felt so much better when I cleaned up. Okay. Voice is off in 1. Voice is off right now. I don't know how they do it. They go from one class to a passing period, then back to another class with a completely different subject.
You go through the day without feeling how you feel. You just wake up, do your morning routine, go to school, come back home, and you don't stop, you know? And with mindfulness, you do stop.
Mindful body, feet are flat on the floor. Become aware of your body. So just notice your body. Mindful minute usually happens at the start of class. What I'm trying to do is give them a chance to arrive, is to give them a chance to make it all the way into the room with their bodies and their awareness. I'm going to turn off my voice and let you breathe for a couple of minutes without my voice.
She tells us to listen to our breathing and recognize the fact that you are breathing. Letting you stop for a minute, just reflect on yourself and how you feel.
When I was really stressing and worrying about stuff, when I took these mindful minutes, it's like, I'm going to be fine. Like, I'm going to get through this.
It's a very easy, very simple way to help kids arrive, to quiet down their nervous systems and help the brain turn on and get learning ready.
Yeah, mindfulschools.org is a tremendous resource. I've taken some training from them. I really, really enjoy it. And also through Star Commonwealth, we have a whole course, Mind and Body Skills for Emotional Regulation, which will take a deeper dive into exactly what those practices are and how you context it to get your students to this point or your young people to really receive the benefits of mindfulness in that way. We also have Practicing Resilience, which is a whole array of awareness practices that are geared toward adults for their own self-care practices. But then once the adult is able to embody that, then they're really able to share that with young people as well. So just to bring up too, the body scan is another form of mindfulness practice. You might have noticed that teacher, she said, just check in on your body, right? We're really trying to help kids build that sensory awareness of what's happening in their bodies so that then they can connect to what that emotional experience is like and be able to take that awareness and have a practice to regulate through their bodies. So again, Mind Body Skills for Emotional Regulation, which is a STAR program, is a really, really powerful way to learn how to do a body scan. And it's really the cornerstone of many practices. We see them being used really effectively in classrooms as a part of the daily ritual. You know, students are coming in first thing and just checking in with their bodies, right? And then being able to process what they need and how they feel. Just as that young man said, you know, you go through your whole day not feeling how you feel. And if you can't even be aware of how you feel, you really don't have a shot at regulating it. So body scans are a really powerful mindfulness practice that can also be a really, really helpful part of a kid's life to be able to lead toward emotional regulation. I really just want to take a moment to focus on the practice of equanimity. So being curious and non-judgmental is really an important part of mindfulness practice. So whatever is happening, we're noticing it. We're being curious. So even if I come into a class, or I'm working with a group of kids that are like really physical and, you know, can't sit still or can't get quiet, you know, what I'm saying is, hey, I'm noticing right now that everybody's bodies are really moving today. Are you guys noticing that? Yeah. And now we're just aware of what's there, right? I'm not coming in to try to say it should be like this or that. What's here today? And that's mindfulness practice, right? I'm aware that my body's really, really energetic today. So then maybe I'm going to choose something from there to be able to be present with that movement, to regulate that movement. So making it your own, right? So I think I've been pretty clear in our time together today to really, really to make it your own, right? Like, so you have your own practice and your own direct experience with mindfulness, and then you're bringing that out in your work with young people. Mindful bodies, right? So we like to say it's a flower that's not watered, or a tree that's not rooted. So when we come into stillness, even if we did a little bit of movement first, we come into stillness because we took care of our bodies to come there, right? So we really want to, if you are using things like crisscross applesauce or different tools for young people, right? It's different than that. You really want to differentiate a mindful body, right, from one that's like part of a classroom management tool, okay, if you are teaching and using this. I did mention eyes opened or closed. That's a choice of empowerment, especially to be trauma informed. We want to offer choice to our young people. You might have even noticed in that video that one young man has hands up by his head. I would never correct that. That's where his hands need to be right now, right? I might say, hey, I noticed your hands up by your head, tell me more about how that's helping you right now, if I was going to get curious with him. But I don't need to have their bodies all look perfect, right? This is not a practicing perfection. This is a practicing awareness of what is, okay? So being able to be curious with your students, not enforcing some strict routine. And creating rituals of mindfulness. So with that teacher, I'm guessing that she does that, at the beginning of every class. So those kids come in and it's just part of what we do every single day. And she's added meaning and connection to that routine. And so you'll want to create your own rituals, right? What time of day might be the most important to pause, right? So for me right now, it's first thing in the morning and then before I go to bed, just taking, 20, 30 minutes. It doesn't have to take that long, right? So you just build into how much longer, right? Some classrooms are, kids who are really dysregulated, we're starting 1 minute, right? Just to check in for 1 minute. Then we do 2 and move from there. Noticing the difference between active voice and passive voice. So we really want to be invitational in our language, not directive, right? I'd like to invite you to feel what's happening in your body. I'd like to invite you to listen to the bell, whatever it is, making it really passive and invitational and open. My favorite sentence starter is, I noticed, right? So starting to say, we're just noticing. This is just a practice of noticing what is. And then just being willing to be curious, flexible, and authentic. Really sharing your own experiences, modeling how to be curious, being curious with yourself, right? So noticing what's happening in your own practice, and then just being open to what that means for you. Be flexible, never be afraid to scrap a lesson, or just start over, right? So if I came in with this idea that we were going to do this mindfulness of thought practice, my whole group is really busy today, I might want to shift that to a mindful movement practice. So having a couple things in your tool belt to be able to say, this is what will best serve what's happening in the here and now. So yeah, that is about all I have today. I just wanted to thank Kathleen and thank Michigan Department of Education. If you are curious about how to learn more about mindfulness practice, please reach out coming to star.org, www.star.org. Has a huge array of resources for educators and social workers and clinicians and doctors around how to become more trauma informed and what practices really serve people in thriving and really healing and enjoying a whole life.
Erin, thank you so much for that wonderful information. I can't think of a more timely opportunity to pause in the middle of our current world situation and our current educational platforms. So I think as we wrap up today's session, I would just like to invite all of those attendees who have taken the time to be present with us this afternoon to consider how whatever your educational platform looks like this year, to embrace that change and to reach out to Erin and Star Commonwealth or anyone in the special populations unit, not including myself, I'm in a different unit, but you can always reach out to me to explore how we can support you in your endeavors and your learning needs. Again, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and we do look forward to the rest of our special populations Ed Camp this year. Thank you again.